Oh, I need the Srimad-bhagavatam too. There it is. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Chandra Vallabha Girivaradhari Gopi Chandra Vallabha Girivaradhari Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yashoda Nandana Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Manachari Yamuna Tira Manachari Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. So we're reading today from the Srimad-bhagavatam, 8th Canto, Chapter 12, Text 36. Chapter is called Mohini-murti, Incarnation, Bewilders, Lord Siva. Yes. Okay. Atavagata Mahatmya Atmano Jagat Atmanaha Aparigyeya Viryasya Namene Tadu Hadbhutam Atavaga Mahatmya Atavagata Mahatmya Atmano Jagat Atmanaha Aparigyeya Viryasya Na mene tad uhadbhutam atavagata mahatmya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene tad uhadbhutam atavagata mahatmya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene taduhadbhutam atavagata mahamatya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene taduhadbhutam atavagata mahamatya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene taduhadbhutam atavagata amatya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene taduhadbhutam atavagata mahatmya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene taduhadbhutam. Jagannath, you want to sing? You want to chant? Atavagata mahatmya atmano jagat atmanaha aparigyaya viryasya na mene taduhadbhutam. Word for word synonyms. Atta, thus. Avagata, being fully convinced about. Mahatmya, the greatness. Atmanaha, of himself. Jagat Atmanaha, and of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Aparigyaya viryasya, who has unlimited potency. Na, not, mene, did consider. Tat, the miraculous activities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead in bewildering him. Uha, certainly. Adbhutam, as wonderful. Translation. Thus, Lord Shiva could understand his position and that of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who has unlimited potencies. Having reached this understanding, he was not at all surprised by the wonderful way Lord Vishnu had acted upon him.
Так Господь Шива осознал свое положение по отношению ко всемогущему духовному Господу. Когда это понимание пришло к нему, он нисколько не удивился тому, что Господь Вишну мог проделать с ним такие чудеса.
Like this, in case anyone wants to add something from outside. Srila Prabhupada's purport. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is known as all-powerful because no one can excel him in any activity.
Верховного Господа называют всемогущим, потому что никто и в чем не может его превзойти.
In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 7, verse 7, the Lord says, Patak partarang nanyat kinchit asti dhananjaya. O conqueror of wealth, there is no truth superior to me. End quote.
В Бхагавад-гите 7.7 Господь говорит, Мата парам нанят кинчит asti дхананджая. О, завоеватель богатств, не превыше меня. Никто не может сравниться с Господом или превзойти его, ибо он победитель каждого.
No one can equal the Lord or be greater than him, for he is the master of everyone.
Никто не может сравниться с Господом или превзойти его, ибо он победитель каждого.
As stated in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Lila, chapter 5, verse 142, Ekale Ishvara Krishna Ara Sava Britya.
Читание Чаритамрити Ади Лила 5 стих 142 сказано, Акале Ишвара Кришна Аса Сава Бхитья.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, is the only master of everyone, including even Lord Shiva, what to speak of others.
Кришна верховная личность Бога, единственный повелитель всех живых существ, в том числе Господь Шива, не говоря уже о других.
Lord Shiva was already aware of the supreme power of Lord Vishnu, but when he was actually put into bewilderment, he felt proud to have such an exalted master.
Шива и раньше знал о необычайном могуществе Господа Вишну, но теперь, когда Верховный Господь его самого ввел в заблуждение, он испытал гордость от того, что его повелитель так велик.
So, Om Jnana Simaranda Shakina Jana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, as the story unfolds, as the story progresses, as the history progresses, Lord Shiva, we were just reading the other day that he was bewildered by the Mohini-murti incarnation. And most people, if they were bewildered by someone, made a fool of by someone, they would be very upset.
Если кто-то беспокоит или ведет заблуждение кем-либо, то такая личность, она будет разочарована.
Of course, that is false ego.
Это проявление ложного эго.
But we see here that Lord Shiva, upon seeing how Krishna bewildered him, became actually proud to be uh, the servant of such a master.
И на самом деле мы видим, как Господь Шива, он гордится тем, что он был без толку, и информация
Because Lord Krishna, of course, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Конечно, Господь Кришна это сама верховная личность Бога,
And we are all we were jivas, we're very small.
мы все являемся живыми, очень маленькими.
So usually we become bewildered by the material energy,
На самом деле мы становимся сбиты с толку материальной энергии.
and when someone becomes bewildered, they become upset, embarrassed, and feel bad in so many ways.
И мы чувствуем себя очень разочарованными и довольны.
But in this case, Lord Krishna or Vishnu bewildered Lord Shiva.
Но в этой ситуации, когда Господь Кришна, он ввел в заблуждение Господа Шиву,
And Lord Shiva knows his own powers.
и Господь Шива, он знал могущество Господа Вишну.
But when Lord Krishna bewildered him, he did not feel angry.
И Господь Шива, он не стал гневаться, когда он был введен в заблуждение Господа Вишну.
He did not feel embarrassed.
Вот даже не
Embarrassed.
И Господь Шива, он не был
Embarrassed. So like just like an ordinary person, if they got
как обычный человек, например.
if an ordinary man gets confused and starts chasing a lady around like Lord Shiva followed her, and then and others see him, he'll feel embarrassed to be seen like this.
Он разочаровывается.
He'll feel low. He'll feel bad.
Да, если что-то происходит не так, он разочаровывается, неудовлетворен.
And here was Lord Shiva, who became completely bewildered by this Mohini-murti form,
Господь Шива был полностью введен в заблуждение Mohini-murti.
and this was all in front of his own personal associates.
И все, которые личности окружали Господа Шиву,
And in front of his wife.
также находилась рядом супруга Господа Шиву.
But that does not say here that he felt bad or embarrassed.
И он также Господь Шива не стал ходить с ума и быть разочарован, и наоборот,
He felt actually proud to have been. He actually felt proud to be serving such a master who had the ability to do this for him.
он был очень гордый тем, что его учитель, верховный Господь, он настолько могущественный.
And of course, we can try to develop that consciousness too.
И мы должны стараться также развивать такое сознание.
Because we are all under the either under the control of Krishna directly or under the control of his material nature.
Мы можем быть под контролем, находиться Верховного Господа или под контролем материальной энергии.
So as we become more and more Krishna conscious, we can develop a feeling of real pride. As we become more and more Krishna conscious, we can
Но если мы будем становиться все больше и больше сознающим Кришну, будем
we can develop a feeling of being of real pride.
мы будем чувствовать себя более как бы гордым.
Okay? Because pride, false pride,
Есть ложная гордость,
means I'm thinking I am this body,
и такое сознание, что мы думаем, что мы есть тела,
and maybe I'm very more intelligent than most people.
и мы можем думать, что мы более разумны, чем другие живые существа.
Maybe I'm more wealthy than most people. So I'm thinking I'm very proud. I'm very great because I am better than all these people. But we should develop the consciousness that I am very small and insignificant and servant of everyone. Once Srila Prabhupada was giving a lecture to some non-devotees. They were students in a university. And he was describing the different, the Varnashram system first. Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras. And and how the Brahmanas were the higher class in society. So one of the students said, so I guess you think you consider yourself a Brahmana, right? And you consider yourself a first class man because you're in that position. And Srila Prabhupada replied, says, no, I consider myself fifth class man because I'm servant of everyone else. Another time, Srila Prabhupada was, I don't know where he was, but his devotees had set up his Vyasa-san for him to sit on to speak to the audience. And different non-devotees came in. But Srila Prabhupada did not sit on the Vyasa-san. He sat down on the floor with everyone else. And one of the somebody in the audience says, "Why are you not sitting on that big seat there?" And Srila Prabhupada said, because you're envious of me and you will not hear anything I say if I sit there. So, anyway, we were talking about pride. So, But we also have to distinguish between false pride and real pride.
можем рассмотреть как бы ложную гордость и реальную гордость.
Because false pride means,
Гордость означает,
maybe I'm practicing Krishna consciousness.
можно думать, что я практикую сознание Кришны,
I've been here longer than everyone else.
можно думать, что я нахожусь в жизни очень дольше всех.
Therefore, I'm feeling proud that I'm better than everyone because I've been here longer.
Можно думать, что в таком сознании, что я лучше других, что я дольше всех нахожусь.
But if one thinks like that, then that is false pride.
Кто думает таким образом, это означает, что это ложная гордость.
It is only by Lord Krishna's blessings that we are able to stay and engage in devotional service. But there is a real pride too. We should feel proud that we are a part of Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement. Just like someone may say, I'm someone who's living in America may say, I am proud that I'm an American. Because and they say that because they feel that the ideals of American of the country are that they like them, they approve of them, they agree with them. So they're proud to be part of that. So in the same way, we here and should feel proud that we have been accepted as a part of Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement. Because Lord Chaitanya came to this world to give the highest benefit. He didn't just give the chanting of Hare Krishna, not only. He came to give the opportunity to develop the intimate, pure love of Krishna. Previous incarnations didn't teach one how to elevate themselves and go to Krishna Loka and associate with Krishna on that level. So Lord Chaitanya has given us something wonderful. And by His mercy and by the mercy of the spiritual master, we have become part of it. So we should feel proud to be part of that movement. Proud that we are servants of Lord Chaitanya and his associates. And not just that we should feel proud, but we should learn how to defend the defend Lord Chaitanya's teachings, we'll say. Which means we should understand clearly what our Lord Chaitanya's teachings. In India, there are how many? I think like 6 main categories of knowledge. But most of them are not spiritually beneficial. There's the material yoga practice. There's a practice. There's logic. I forget the Sanskrit. Logic. There's the Mayavadi position. There's the Sankhya, like that. But sometimes what they teach as Sankhya is the Sankhya of the false Kapila. But anyway, those of us who are practicing Krishna consciousness should gradually understand these other philosophies and how the Srimad-bhagavatam is superior to all of them. Srila Prabhupada writes in one purport that one should not sit on the Vyasasana unless he is able to defeat those other philosophies in favor of Srimad Bhagavatam. And another thing that we should learn is after Lord Chaitanya came and left, there were many what they called upasampradayas. Upasampradaya means they're basically concoctions of what Lord Chaitanya taught. And so there were about 12 or 13 of them. And for example, Gauranga Nagaris, I think they call it. They accept Lord. They believe in Lord Chaitanya, but they saw and worship Lord Chaitanya as being in the same mood as Krishna. So although Lord Chaitanya is Krishna, Lord Chaitanya was never demonstrated such activities as Krishna. So they mix things up. It's not a problem. So anyway, we should try to. All this information's in Srila Prabhupada's books. if we read it thoroughly. So we should be clear, or should become clear on who is actually following Lord Chaitanya, and what are the actual teachings of Lord Chaitanya compared to other philosophies that are out there. And it's one more point I'll make, is that the Srila Prabhupada wrote one of the books that he wrote. It was called Dialectic Spiritualism. And it was a Srila Prabhupada, some different of Srila Prabhupada's disciples were presenting arguments of Western philosophies and to Srila Prabhupada. They're saying, Socrates said this. Socrates was a big philosopher. And Srila Prabhupada would say, based on Bhagavad Gita, Srimad-bhagavatam, he would say, yes, they're right about this, but they're wrong about this, and here's why they're wrong. And the purpose for that book was so that if someone comes and say, I'm not following your philosophy, I'm following such and such person. And the devotee could say, oh, what is their philosophy? And if we are familiar with the arguments, then we can say, okay, this philosopher. Oh. Then we should be able to say, oh, they said like this, but according to Bhagavad Gita, this is not true. According to Srimad-bhagavatam, this is true or this is not true. We accept this, and it disagrees with this other philosopher. Something is right and something is wrong. We should be, if we understand the Krishna conscious philosophy very, very nicely, then even if someone tells me their philosophy, we can either approve it or most likely defeat it based on the teachings of Lord Chaitanya. So we should be proud to be part of Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement. And we should try to develop the ability to defend Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement philosophically. We should try to learn to defend Lord Chaitanya's Sankirtan movement philosophically. Okay. Questions? All
Какие
right.
вопросы?
I know there are questions. Okay.
А скажите, существует бесконечное количество планет во Вселенной?
Universes? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Кришна является своим на одной планете или на каждой планете? Krishna is used and make pastimes on each planet or different.
Not each planet, but a planet in every universe.
Не на каждой планете, не в каждой вселенной. То есть получается, что в кальпу бесконечное количество живых существ в бесконечных вселенных, они, получается, проживают в этих поступках. Так это? Correct, there are many hidden God in the universe, Krishna will be with every planet.
But even though Krishna may not perform his pastimes on every planet, but knowledge of those pastimes are available on those planets. Krishna performed his pastimes in Vrindavan here. But the demigods on the heavenly planets are well aware of what Krishna is doing here. Yeah. And that's in every universe. Every universe, Krishna is performing some pastime. When Krishna kills Putin the witch here, immediately after that, in some other universe in the creation, he's performing the same pastime. When Krishna performs, say the killing of Putin the witch in his pastimes here, then immediately when he finishes that, Krishna is also simultaneously in another universe and he's performing the same pastime again. And for that reason, Krishna's pastimes are called Nitya Leela. They're not only going on in the spiritual world, but they're constantly going on in the material universe somewhere, all the time. And sometimes Krishna also goes to other planets. Krishna went to Lord Indra's planet and took his, what's it called, Parijata tree for Rukmini, or Satyabhama, one of his wives. Yes, so Krishna sometimes went to other planets even while he was performing his activities here. And of course, Lord Vishnu also is known in these other planets. The demigods, a few chapters back, the demigods went to see Lord Vishnu about problems in the upper planetary systems. that led to the churning of the ocean of milk and
Вот
so
тогда восстание океана происходит.
like that.
Подобно этому. This question is on planets they are pastimes or different universes, different planets Krishna pastimes
Not understanding. See?
that only the Krishna is some planets or the different planets and different universes.
He performs his Vrindavan type pastimes on one planet in each universe. Yeah.
Каждая вселенная на каждой планете. Each planet or some planet.
One planet per in each universe.
На одной планете каждая вселенная.
And they perform this again and again. Because Lord Krishna appears once in the day of Lord Brahma. So Lord Brahma's day is, how long is it? Lord Brahma's day is 4,320,000 years times 1,000. Right? And that means his day. That's 12 hours. So the night is the same. But at the end of each of Lord Brahma's days, the whole lower part of the universe is demolished and it starts all over again. So Krishna will perform his same pastimes many times in this universe and okay. Any other questions? Sorry, we never have time for questions.
Правильно я понял, что Кришна проявляет свои игры, повторяет каждый день Брахмы в разных местах. Кришна проявляет свои игры каждый день Брахмы в разных вселенных. Он повторяет. Правильно? Every day of Brahma, the Krishna appears and different universes and makes pastime.
In each universe, and each day of Lord Brahma, Krishna comes and performs his pastimes. The pastimes are basically the same, but I'm sure there's some variation in them. Some variation. You know, I can't say specifically what the variation would be. Yeah, little small things could be different. Killing of the Putin witch, but maybe you would kill him this way, and maybe kill it another way in another creation. I wish we could start the questions earlier, but I got to start saying something.
если они были, то эти вопросы.
Yeah.
Иногда они есть, а иногда вопросы. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Let's try.
Lord Brahma, my creation, every morning, but God Lord Brahma, if he have time for rest, Lord
Does
Brahma,
Lord Brahma have time to rest?
yeah,
He has a daytime and he has his nighttime.
у него есть дневное время, есть вечернее время также.
Yes, he has.
They asked it also day of Brahma,
Hmm?
day of,
Day of Brahma
day off,
or day off.
yeah.
I've never heard of a day off, but I
Никогда не слышал об таком Господа Брахме.
you know, we don't just like we don't normally take days off from devotional service. He's there. This is his devotional service for Krishna.
У него это как преданное служение Господу.
But he has his pleasures too.
У него есть, конечно, какое-то время для своего удовольствия.
There's a one instance where one king went to see Lord Brahma, asking him to arrange for a husband for his daughter.
Один царь явился к нему и хотел это устроить церемонию свадебную для его дочери.
So at the time, Lord Brahma was busy for a few minutes. He was listening to some concert.
И Господь Брахма был занят, он слушал какой-то концерт.
And when he came out, he talked to this king.
И когда он после концерта возвращался, он увидел, что этот
The king was actually from Earth, but somehow he was very powerful and he was able to go there.
царь был, он соединение с планетой.
So
Он был очень могущественный.
so he went to see. So when Lord Brahma came out, he says, "Certainly I can make some arrangement."
Конечно, Господь Брахма ответил, я устрою для церемонии, для своего.
But he said, but the problem is that
Проблема есть.
our time passes differently here than it does on Earth.
И на самом деле время разное различается, которое у нас здесь, на Брамалоке, которое на земных планетах.
So he said, so while I was in there watching the concert, your daughter, your fathers, your mothers, and about 10 generations of people have come and gone on Earth.
Много поколений, твои дочери, там отцы, и братья, они 10 поколений уже родились и ушли на твоей планете, а я только был на концерте.
I don't recall exactly how Lord Brahma solved the problem, but the point was
Я не помню, как Господь Брахма разрешил эту проблему.
Lord Brahma has his he has the things he does for resting and relaxing too. Yes.
У него тоже есть время для отдыха и для наслаждения,
He was. Oh, many children. Everyone. There's Narada Muni is one of them. Lord Shiva even came from him,
И на самом деле
and he has a wife.